Here's the truth no one tells you when you start posting online. Consistency isn't hard because you're lazy. It's hard because you're trying to create and plan and post all at the same time, every day, on every platform. And if you've ever found yourself staring at a blank screen thinking, what do I post today? While also juggling messages, DMs, maybe a full-time job? Yeah, it's not you being unmotivated. That's just poor structure. I didn't always know that, and for a long time, I thought I just needed to try harder. Wake up earlier, stay up later, be more disciplined. But here's a fact I only learned with time. You don't need more time. You need a system. And that changed everything. Before we jump into the how, let's talk about why this is even worth your time. When you plan your content, even just a little, everything gets easier. Seriously, you go from reactive to intentional, from scrambling to knowing. Here's what it actually gives you. Clarity. You stop guessing and start posting with purpose. Focus. You know what you're creating and why you are creating it. Less chaos. No more last-minute Canva sessions at midnight. A full picture. You see what's coming, what's missing, and how it all connects. Mental space. So you can actually think about your message, not just the algorithm. Without a plan, content feels like a never-ending to-do list. But with a plan, it becomes a rhythm. Something you can build your week around instead of letting it run your week. Now, I plan a week, sometimes a month of content in a way that actually works. It's flexible, simple, and most importantly, it keeps me showing up without feeling like content is taking over my life. Here's actually how I plan my content. Step 1. Start with who you're talking to. At the heart of every great content plan is one thing, the audience. Not the algorithm, not trends, but the actual people you're hoping to connect with. That's why one of the smartest things you can do before you plan anything is to ask, who am I really creating for? When you're clear on your ideal audience, their likes, dislikes, struggles, and habits, everything gets sharper. Your content doesn't just land, it resonates, it excites, and it makes people feel seen. And that's what turns casual scrollers into loyal followers. Step 2. Content categories and themes. Once you know who you're talking to, it's time to define what you want to talk about. This is where your content categories come in, your core themes. Think of them like lanes on a highway. They keep you focused and consistent without boxing you in. These can fall into buckets like education, tips, how-tos, things that make your audience go, I needed that. Storytelling, personal experiences, lessons learned, behind-the-scenes moments. Promotion, soft nudges towards your offer, services, or product when it makes sense. Engagement, polls, questions, relatable moments that invite conversation. Inspiration, quotes, perspectives, or mindset shifts that uplift or challenge. Pick 3 to 5 categories that align with your goals and audience. Rotate through them so your content stays fresh, but always on brand. These categories give your content direction and your audience something to come back for. Step 3. Know what you're actually creating for. Before you open Canva or Notion or Instagram, pause and ask, why are you even posting? Not in a deep philosophical way, just what's your real goal? Is it to build trust, grow your reach, promote a product, test ideas, get feedback? If you don't know what you're trying to do, you'll end up doing too much and feeling like none of it is working. But if you know your goal, suddenly content has direction. It's not just what do I post? It's what kind of post gets me closer to that goal. Step 4. Pick your core content days. Trying to post something meaningful every day is a fast track to burnout. Instead, choose 2 to 3 anchor days each week, days where you post your more thoughtful stuff. For example, a helpful video on Tuesdays, a story or lesson on Thursdays, something personal or fun on Sundays. These are your pillars. They hold up the rest. On the other days, you can post quick things like a behind-the-scenes snap, a meme, or a simple thought if you feel like it. But the pressure is off because your main posts are already covered. And bonus, your audience starts looking forward to them. Step 5. Break one idea into multiple formats. Let's say your big idea is what creators get wrong about engagement. You can turn that into a short video explaining your take, a carousel with 3 common mistakes, a quote graphic. More likes doesn't always mean more trust. A story poll like what stresses you out more? Reach or replies. It can also be a tweet. If you're always checking likes, maybe you're not sure what you want your content to do. That's 5 different posts from one idea. That's not a content sprint, that's content flow. And I've made a full video on how to do this. Links in the description. Step 6. Batch the right way, not the hard way. Batching is one of those things everyone says you should do, but no one explains how to actually make it work. Here's what works for me. Day 1, ideas only. Just jot them down. Don't create anything yet. Day 2, draft the ones that feel good. Not all of them, just 3 to 4. Day 3, record or design. Keep it light, you're not making a movie. Day 4, schedule it all, so it's off your mind and out in the world. The trick is not doing everything in one sitting. Give yourself space between the parts because planning, writing, filming, and posting all use different kinds of energy. I have so much more to add into this. Comment down below if you want me to make a detailed video on this and I'll shoot one soon. Step 7, make room for real life. Your plan isn't a rulebook, it's a rhythm, and it has to leave room for life to happen. Some weeks, you're going to feel inspired and you'll post extra. Great! Other weeks, you'll be tired or sick or just over it, and that's fine too. That's why the real goal of planning isn't perfection, it's relief. It's knowing that even if your energy dips or your week gets busy, your content doesn't disappear with it. And here's a bonus tip, use tools that keep it simple. You don't need 10 apps to plan your content. You need one place where you can see what's coming, what's done, and what still needs a little love. Whether that's a paper calendar or a full scheduling platform, doesn't matter. What matters is, can you open it and breathe easier? If not, it's probably too complex. For me, I keep it all in one spot, from idea to draft to post. There's a tool I use for that. I dropped the link in the description if you want to check it out. If you're feeling like social media is running your schedule instead of supporting your goals, this is your sign to slow down and reset. You just need a plan that works for you and a little breathing room to create on your terms. Because showing up online should feel doable, not draining. And if you need help managing all of this in one place, there's a tool I trust that keeps it simple. I linked it below if you're ready to stop guessing and start planning with clarity.